What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing really well. In this video, we're going to be talking about essentially why I believe that VEVE and Ecomi are the greatest NFT projects in the world. But before we do this, if you enjoyed this video, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you're new around here. So May has been a huge month for VEVE. You know, we have seen so many different things come out, and in the planning aspects of it, it kind of blew my mind really how much one team could achieve. So I thought, let's review it, let's go over it, let's talk about it. So we saw 3 different launches come out in May. We saw the Dragon Girls launched by Simone Legno, which is one of the owners of Tokidoki. This is the first ever artist piece released into the VEVE marketplace. I believe it was a significant moment in the history of VEVE, and I just think it highlights that diversification, the ability to bring new and exciting different creatives into this space. Really awesome launch. We saw Batman Black and White Series 5, you know. I know there was a lot of sort of upheaval at this time when it came out about whether this was a good launch. I personally thought it was. I love the Batman Black and White Series 5. I mean, it's Batman, so what is there not to enjoy about it? So I thought it was a really cool launch. And then we also saw the DC Cover Girls Series 1. Insane. First appearances. We've never seen it. It was 4 FAs at one time. Very, very interesting launch. And when you consider the fact that we're now at basically weekly drops, it just goes to show, in my opinion, what VEVE are looking to achieve, that they're continuing to grow the team, and we'll touch upon that a little bit later on, and that they want to provide the highest quality NFTs to people and facilitate multiple different marketplaces. Very cool and very interesting to consider when we look at how successful May has actually been. Okay, we look at the social growth. You know, they have broke 100,000 followers Ecomi have on Twitter, which is an awesome achievement. You know, what an incredible milestone for VEVE and for Ecomi in this journey that we're taking into becoming the greatest NFT project and the greatest NFT platform in the world. You know, growing 20,000 followers this month, 10 million impressions and 1.3 million profile visits. Incredible achievement, and so congratulations to Ecomi for being able to achieve such an awesome milestone. You know, we talk about the team as continuing to expand. They're bringing in new members of staff, 4 new back-end developers, 2 new web developers. You know, one of the big things that I judge a company on isn't necessarily the timeline of events they stick to, or whether they can stick to a specific date. It's about whether they're actually doing stuff to grow. Are they trying to become better? And VEVE prove and Ecomi prove time and time again that they are putting their stake in the ground and want to become the biggest NFT marketplace in the world. And I fully back them on this. You know, when you go through the timeline of events that they've been able to achieve in 1 month and the things that they're trying to do, you know, handling the growth of the company and being able to just bring key members into this team, I think it highlights and validates to me that this company is going to go on to do incredible things. And just seeing 4 new back-end developers and 2 new web developers just signifies that they want to continue to increase the delivery of product, increase the quality of the product, and essentially be the company we all know they are going to become. Now, we look at, you know, VEVE app updates. You know, we've seen new market optimizations. We've seen new auction rules. You know, this feels like a lifetime ago, but, you know, they've stopped people from doing this, of basically just putting in random high auction bids and not paying for it. You know, huge thing when we consider what happened in the marketplace. You just don't see that anymore, which is massive. You know, we have to consider these things when we think about these time events. I thought that was a huge part of the marketplace. New filters and sorting options, you know, being able to sort by serial, being able to sort by highest to lowest. You know, just continually looking to add further utility to the application to give people the ability to essentially be able to use the application in a better way. You know, I'm not saying VEVE are perfect and do it right every time, but they are looking to improve. They do constant communication with the community. And I think that's, like I said, I judge a company based on their ability to communicate their ideas, or their ability to communicate their wrongs, to rectify their wrongs. And when we look at the fact that the only thing really this month that they didn't do was introduce into a new exchange, but that was based on technology issues with GoChain. And they even, you know, move into Immutable X. We'll talk about this a little bit later on, which is going to basically eliminate this problem. You know, we really start to see what VEVE are achieving when we look at the other aspects of the company and what they're trying to do and what they're trying to push. You know, Roger and Cohen, we saw some, I believe this was, I actually haven't watched this. This was an exclusive with pop culture creator Kevin Smith. I'm actually need to go watch this. I didn't even realize until I read the Medium article that they did do this. But look, the point is that the advertising is starting to happen. They're starting to touch into different areas, starting to sort of outreach into different pools of collectors and different people. You know, just signifying that they want to scale, they want to grow, and they want to bring more people into VEVE and grow this application out. You know, we saw, and this was a huge point to me, the Ron English collaboration. We're seeing a 100 serial mint for both the silver and the gold being released. It's called the Rabbit Grin, which is going to be awesome. You know, in one of the interviews with David you actually got a first look at one of these collectible models. But this highlights the first ever bridge between the physical and digital collectible space. Seeing that VEVE are going to do these sort of key agreements with artists to be able to bring the two elements of collecting together, it's going to be so important. Now, we don't know how it's going to be delivered yet, but in my opinion, this is going to be a hugely desirable launch. Very difficult to get hold of. I think I'm presumably I'm going to get priced out. I think most people will, but we'll see how this is delivered. And another aspect, artists attach themselves to the carbon neutral NFT platform. Very interesting to consider when we look at how the PR are framing the overall brand of VEVE and what these different artists and companies are attaching themselves to. Carbon neutral NFT platforms or carbon neutral cryptocurrencies as a whole are going to be critical for the long-term success of not just the space, but also these platforms and these brands as they continue to scale within this technology. We look at them moving over to Mutable X. This was a massive deal. You know, they realized that GoChain has limited them in some aspects to be able to get onto these new exchanges. So, you know, they've gone over to Mutable X. This is an Ethereum layer 2 solution. If you haven't seen my video, I did create a video touching upon this. This is going to give a huge amount of different functionality to VEVE, zero gas fees for trading, a much more scalable solution when delivering to more mass appeal products. You know, it's just, this is why when you think about what they're doing, they are making decisions in real time to facilitate this overall vision, not just for the community, but for their own personal company goals. You think about the balancing act they have to do, not just to rectify, and not rectify, that's the wrong word, to make the investors happy with Ecomi, to make the collectible world in VEVE happy, make the NFT license or the licensee owners happy, and then now moving over to Mutable X, you know, they realise what they need to do to move into new exchanges. So, you know, this balancing act they have to do, I think they're doing really well. And I'm not saying they're perfect, but they do so many good things for this community. So yeah, this is just a pretty interesting thing to touch about. A Mutable X, big thing. Now, we have the Comic-Con. You know, I created a video touched on this. It's going to be a huge digital event. This has the ability to create humongous Omi burn. I did a video covering about this. You know, they are literally going to be going to the epicenter of where the collectors hang out. This is a massive event for collectors. If you haven't watched my video, I created 2 videos touching upon this. You know, it is the biggest collector event in the world. They are going to be getting in front of the exact audience they need to be in front of. You know, they've got all the licenses, they have the premium digital collectibles, they have the team and infrastructure in place. I think this is going to be a huge deal. And it's going to be a digital event, so it goes perfectly hand in hand, or synergizes perfectly, you know, with the digital age that we've all essentially had to come into over the past year. You know, I'm not going to mention it, but you know, with what's gone on with the previous year, with the pandemic, you know, we've all had to sort of familiarize ourselves with this more digital aspect of the world. And this conference, Comic-Con being digital space, VEVE being a digital collectible, I think it just only shows positive things when we consider what can potentially happen when they launch on the Comic-Con in July 23rd to 25th. Now, we've got the VEVE-verse. You know, I created this video just a couple of days ago. You know, what an incredible aspect to think about is that they're actually releasing the VEVE-verse this year. It's going to be more created around the actual collectibles. In the first iteration, this was touched upon by Trevor. But the point behind it is that the VEVE-verse is coming this year. Huge announcement. You know, this is what we all wanted to see. And they're delivering. They are delivering this to us. I can't even imagine the kind of technology and what they have to do in the background to make something like this happen. So very exciting stuff when we consider premium showrooms, premium products, and being able to go to different people's collectible spaces. Yeah, I'm extremely excited about this. And then the final thing I want to touch on is Omi token utility. They've launched, the ability for people, this is going to be happening, for people to be able to buy NFTs in the platform using the Ecomi token, further validating they want to add utility to this token. They want to continue to cater for all, like I say, the balancing act for all different aspects of investors, both in the Ecomi, in the VEVE, in the VEVE collectibles, and then also obviously keeping the licensees happen as well with quality digital products and delivery of the products and representing these brands in a professional way. So this is the summary of May. I mean, I don't even know how I managed to get this into a 10-minute video, but, the point is, what an incredible month this has been. We have seen so many different things come out. We've seen the team do so many incredible releases and different announcements. And so this is my appreciation to VEVE, and I know the wider community appreciate VEVE and Ecomi as well. You guys are doing great work. We see what you're doing. We are aligned with the vision. And like I say, what an incredible journey we're on with you. And we fully back you on, in my opinion, being the greatest NFT project in this space right now. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider dropping a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.